Hello viewers, good morning. Welcome back to online class. Today I would like to talk with you about the rearrangement question number 7 for class 9 and 10. So dear learners, today's topic is rearrangement. Rearrangement. So at first it is very needed to know that how can we rearrange the sentence. You know that the class of 5, 6, 5, at that time the rearrangement is sentence rearrangement. After that class 6, 7, 8, the rearrangement, you see that. But in class 9 and 10 intermediate, that's level, you have seen that at the question number 7 the rearrangement set up and maybe 8 sentences you have to rearrange. So dear students, what's the thing at first? Number 1, how can we solve the rearrangement? How can we rearrange the sentences? So what's the process? What is needed to know? At first, every line a student must be read out the question paper in every line, and he or she must be understand that meaning of the sentence. So meaning of every line, meaning. Number 1, read out every line at first. Number 2, you will read out every line to understand. After that, try to understand meaning. Dear viewers, if you rearrange sentences, it is the first prerequisite that you must read out the sentences at first. After that, it is very needed to understand the meaning of that sentences. Otherwise, it is impossible for you to correct order, to arrange correct order. After that, number 3, it is very much needed. Find out correlation. What is correlation? Do you know? What is correlation? Correlation, relate. At first, relate. After that, relation. After that, relatives. Relative. So that's like vocabulary. Enhance your vocabulary. If you can enhance your vocabulary, you can finish every step in your life. So vocabulary is needed to overcome the English fairness. That is, so correlation means relation with each other. That is correlation. Correlation means that is correlation. So you know that in other word we can tell that is correlation. So man to man may be from correlation. On the other hand, a sentence with other sentence is correlation. So correlation is needed very much at the time of rearrangement. So find out correlation. Dear students, another thing, the rearrangement must be set up about number one, biographical. That means biographical. On the other hand, number two, moral story. Number three, recent incident or event. So it is not very much needed. At first we will say that biographical thing. That means maybe you can see that Rabindranath Tagore, Kazi Nazrul Islam, Jainul Abidin. That's like the life story of a renowned person. That is biographical rearrangement. After that, moral story. You know that moral story, that means such as we can say that a friend in need is a friend in need. That means two friends and we are. That means paid piper of Hamilton. That's like greedy dogs, fox without a tail. That's like many more. So biographical, it is very much needed. Most of the time we can see that biographical rearrangement will set up at the question. So I will discuss with you about biographical rearrangement. So what is needed? How will you rearrange? So number one, dear students, think that at first, what is your duty? Your duty is to read out the question paper, whole question paper carefully. After that, try to understand the meaning of the sentences. After that, the correlation between sentences. That three things is needed to rearrange the sentences. What is the thing? At first, you will read out thoroughly. After that, you will find out the meaning, or you can guess the meaning, you can understand the meaning of the sentences. After that, you can find out, or you must find out the correlation between sentences. So that's enough. After that, you will think that at the time of rearrangement of biographical rearrangement, at first you will find out, introduce. After that, born or birth. Number three, parents. After that, childhood Event of childhood. Event of childhood. Childhood. Number 5. Event of childhood. So gained degree. Gained degree. After that, gained degree. His writings. His writings. His publishing story. Publishing books. Publishing books. After that, publishing book. So he or she get rewarded, maybe reward. Number 9. So after that, maybe he can fall disease by disease, maybe diseases. After that, death. Dear students, that's the thing. At first, you will try to find out the introduce of the person. That means Rabindranath Tagore is one of the most famous poet in Bangla literature. Okay, most famous poet. One of the most famous poets. That is one of the most. That is the introduction of that person. Well-known thing. After that, he was born in Jorasago in Kolkata. After that, that means his parents, Rabindranath Tagore, father and mother. After that, event of childhood. After that, gained degree, his writings, famous writings. After that, you can finish with me. So, at first, that is the correlation. Introduce, birth, correlation. So, first to last, that is life story or biographical rearrangement. Dear students, after that, you can see that another moral story you can find out. So it's today I'll finish this class. So thank you all. Keep well at home.